basketball thing. Every Saturday we go here. All we do is playing. I'm gonna step out in the hallway. Talk to you about a couple of things. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Real quick. I was watching the Boston Celtics game last night, and I gotta say this: Brad Stevens is a coach of the year, no doubt about it, no question. I mean, to keep leading these boys without Al Horford, second win in a row without their leader and their best player, you got to give it up to them for that. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt bad because one of Al Horford's supporting cast went down. Now look here, man. I may not like people, stuff like that, but I don't want nobody to get hurt. You know what I mean? But for them boys to, like I said, to play good without Al Horford is great. But one of Al Horford's supporting cast went down last night with a bloody nose from his own teammate. They rallied back and beat the Charlotte Hornets. And obviously the player that went down wasn't a key player or nothing. It's just, it messes up the rotation and stuff. So they were playing pretty much, they got, I think, a 9 or 10 man lineup. And they lost one of the players, plus Al Horford, the now leader, and Gordon Hayward out. It was tough for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to win that game, but they did it. But I got to give it to Brad Stevens. He's a great coach, man. He really is. But now let me talk about what I was going to talk about yesterday. Liam, right here. I want to talk about your boy James Harden and the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? James Harden's going to be the MVP. I mean, no question about it. Not because he's the best player. Obviously, we know who the best player is. We don't need to say that. But with that system they have, the 1-4, everything spread out for him, and him just going to the basket and going to the free throw line at will. I mean, the way they sent him to the line is ridiculous. And this is coming from a salty LeBron fan after we lost to them. But they just sent him to the line like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? The way they spread the floor for him, and he goes to the basket and just cuts defenses apart, just kicking it out to the three-point shooters. They're going to be tough to beat. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to win MVP, but at the end of the day, they won't come out of the West. We know that. And cheaters will beat him, or the Thunder will beat him. But he will win the MVP as a consolation prize because he's been close the last couple of years. I think he's number 2 last year behind Russell Westbrook. And yes, he's Russell Westbrook because he stole the MVP from LeBron. And also Chris Paul. You know, when he comes back, I got to be honest with you, man. I don't see how he's going to help Houston. I don't. I know he's a great player, one of the best point guards in the league has ever seen. But James Harden flourishes with the ball in his hands, especially at the top of the key and, being the point guard. You know what I'm saying? He flourishes that. So to bring Chris Paul in there, it's like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? But hey, whatever. I just don't see it. I'm not saying that they can't play together. Obviously they can. But James Harden is going to be less effective off the ball than he will be with the ball in his hands. And Chris Paul is a dominant, player with the ball. He's a ball-dominant player. So, and that's James Harden's team. Don't forget, he's better than Chris Paul at this stage of their career. So, now let me talk a little bit about LiAngelo Ball in that situation. I just watched a video from Chris Move, and I didn't know this, but LiAngelo Ball and his 2 teammates stole from not 1, not 2, but 3 different stores. So not only from the Louis store, but a couple other stores too. So, man, LiAngelo, jeez. They're being held still in the hotel where they're at. They're not in the jail. They're, they got bailed out. But the bottom line is, I wish the best for LiAngelo. You know what I'm saying? Even if he did do it, and I think they're waiting on to see how much value the property was, and according to, the stores he stole from, it ain't gonna be cheap. Louis Vuitton stuff, obviously, I don't shop there, but obviously that shit ain't cheap. So they're gonna see what he stole, what the value is they stole from, and then they're gonna take it from there. But hopefully he gets a slap on the wrist, does a few days in jail, and pays a fine, and he'll be home. So we'll see what happens. But I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Cleveland plays the Dallas Mavericks. If we don't win that game, so let's see what happens. I'll probably make another video tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What I said today about anything. If you disagree with me, it's okay. If you agree with me, hit the like button. But like I said, if you disagree with me, it's okay. And hit the dislike button. I don't give a damn. I'll let your boy. Peace.